Okay, well, if you tell me what the protest is all about today.
Okay, so this is the Oromo Community in British Columbia, and we are protesting against the Ethiopian government massacre of innocent children in universities and campuses across the Oromia state of Ethiopia. So the students were protesting against the new government city master plan that expands the city way out of its border and engulfs the farming community around the city. So the farming community is going to be displaced from their farms, and they are going to be dispossessed from their farms, and as well as displaced from their ancestral land. So it is not difficult to imagine the fate of these farmers, and they are going to be flocking to the cities and become homeless in the cities. So the university students were protesting against this across the Oromia state, and they were massacred. So currently over 76 students were killed, as you see the photos here, and over 300 injured, and more than 2,000 students have been rounded up, and they were incarcerated in different locations in Oromia, and their parents and the people actually don't even know where their whereabouts right now. So we are here to protest the killing of the students, and also appeal to the Canadian community to exert pressure on Canadian government to stop this killing in Ethiopia. And we know Canadian government provides significant financial support to the Ethiopian government, who is bent on killing its own students in campus and the universities.
Okay.
So we are appealing to the Canadian people to exert pressure on Canadian government to actually pressure the government to stop this policy of displacement of farmers, and as well as to set up an independent investigation into the killings of the university students. So that is why we are here today.
Okay. Can I ask you, I mean, when did this all start happening?
This started happening in April, late April. I think it started on April 28th. And
Okay.
it's still going on across Oromia. So currently over 12 high universities and colleges are involved in this protest, and it is still going on, and so far still the killing is going on as we speak right now.
Okay. Do you know sort of an estimate of how many people have been killed as a result of what's been going on?
Currently there is about 76 students that have been confirmed to be killed, and we have seen their pictures here, how they are murdered.
Sure.
And we also know that over 300 have been imprisoned, and over 2,000 have been, 300 have been injured, and over 2,000 have been imprisoned by security forces.
Okay. All right. And in terms of the Canadian government's involvement, you were mentioning about that. I mean, is it the case that they're helping to aid the government and fund them? So.
Yeah, exactly. The current government really depends on financial aid from the West.
Sure.
So Canada provides a lot of development support to the government directly, and we would like them to use that leverage they have there to pressure the government to change its policies on Oromo people. Basically, they set up a land grab policy that actually plans to get about 3 million hectares of land from traditionally marginalized people and sell it to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
And you can imagine Ethiopia is almost 85% agrarian community. And
Sure.
if 3 million hectares of land is taken away from this traditionally farming community, you can imagine what happens to them. So we are totally against this land policy the government is using to grab land from traditionally marginalized communities.
And I think, I mean, from the sounds of things, it's just that their reaction to that seems very much, almost like corrupt, money-orientated to be, in terms of their reaction to people's protests in regards to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there is these kids have done nothing wrong. They
Sure.
just peacefully and in so peaceful and non-violent way, they were trying to express their disapproval of this policy. And
Sure.
they were killed in their campuses, right in front of their campuses.
Oh, blimey. Yeah.
And so they are totally intolerant to any kind of dissent. And the answer to any dissent is killings. We see these are school children, and they are not even people who are grown up enough to be involved in politics. So they are just innocent kids that have been murdered in broad daylight.
And what's your name?
And my name is Ahmed Galchou.
Okay, and lovely to meet you, Ahmed.
Thank
lovely
you
to meet
very
you.
much. Thanks.
Okay.